Hey socials, thanks so much for dropping in today. The topic of my life today, online businesses, seriously. I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background in my experience with network marketing and having a business in sales, direct sales online. So way back in 2003, I know, right, so long ago, my youngest son, Jack, got lost, and my husband and I were working corporate, and we had a 7-day a week retail store. We thought we were the bee's knees, but we wanted more for our family. And when Jack got lost from his daycare, thankfully, yes, we found him. But when he got lost, I decided, after I think consuming maybe too many bottles of wine that night, that no one could look after my children better than I could. And even though the beautiful girl from daycare resigned, and I had to go back and talk her into not resigning, because it was the fault of a parent who had left the gate open, I still knew in my heart of hearts that I had to find something that this mama could do from home. We had 4 children at the time, and that was it. I just started to look for something I could do from home. So it took until 2003 to find something. I think it was a late 2001 when that happened. And it took till 2003 to find something that I was comfortable in doing, because I had looked at those direct sales businesses that you had to do party plan, you had to go to other people's homes. That's not me. I think they call me an extroverted introvert. So I'm not sure what that means, but I didn't want to have to go outside the home again to leave my children with somebody else. So what was the point of that? So I was looking for something that I could do from home. Excuse my gym attire today, guys. That allowed me to stay at home with my kids. And in 2003, the internet was kind of new then. I know, right? I clicked on a banner ad on a website, and it just said mums working from home. And of course, you guys can tell I'm Australian, but it was Moms, MOMS. So it was like an American company, American banner ad. And I clicked on it and I filled out my information. And, then I got this email back from this lady in the US, and, she said, we have these presentation calls. I'd love you to drop on. So I was like, how do I dial America from Australia? So that was the first learning, right? So I learned how to do that. And I don't even know, I'm not sure how much that call cost our family. But I jumped onto that call on a Saturday morning, and I remember that Brett was at the store, because he basically worked 7 days a week. And he got home for lunch, and I said to him, I found it and we've started. Because I listened to this call telling me that it was not like the traditional networking party plan kind of business, because I was really trying to steer away from that, as I said earlier. And he looked at me like, you found what and you've started what? And I said, well, I've just listened to this amazing presentation call. These ladies in the US are running this business with these fantastic products. And, I think these products can help our other son. That's a whole nother story. But we've got this box of products arriving, and this is how we're going to run the business. I've got access to this back office, and this is what we're going to do. So that business turned out to be incredibly successful for Brett and I. We traveled the world. We had 2 free cars. So, we got the car checks, and we ran that business basically with a headset on, the microphone, and we presented day in, day out from our home. So here was the catch. And I didn't realize it until I started to get really, really burnt out. We were the fastest growing business of our kind month on month for 3 years running. But we were getting so tired. We were having to connect with people to make appointments. Then we would have to make the appointment, call at the time of the appointment, be available for the appointment, duck out of rooms to, close a call, all that kind of stuff, team trainings. Everything was run on the telephone back then. And we were getting really, really tired. We had an organization of around 1,000 people. And it was a grind. So as much as we loved it, and it was a blessing that we had so many rewards, we were 6-figure income earners, but man, we were exhausted. And we ended up walking away from that business, because as much as we promised ourselves that we wanted a business that we could do around our family, that actual business itself ruled our life. So we walked away, and I kind of dipped my toe in the water a few times over the past 17 years in different kinds of businesses. And I did actually get started in one around this time last year that I thought was fantastic. And I'm just going to say to you guys that most companies actually have great products, but it's the system that you need to be really, really mindful of. And here's why I say this, because I have a system now that I found in May. I walked away from the company that I got involved with last year. In May of this year, I found a company and a system that has no Zoom calls, no telephone calls, no presentation appointments, no presentations that I need to attend online. I don't ever have to sneak out of the, family time or go to a different room, because it's the system. I'm calling it the system of 2020. I actually shouldn't do that, but it's a phenomenal system. And that's what I'm saying, my post that I did yesterday in my story. You've got to follow the innovation, you guys. So if currently you're running a networking, my dog is walking around. I'm such a dog mum. She's walking around behind me. It's kind of creepy. If you have a networking or direct sales, party plan, MLM style business right now, and you're finding that you're spending so much time worrying about when the next Zoom presentation is, worrying about cold messaging people, inviting people to groups that haven't even asked to become a member of the group. If you've got all this stuff going on right now, guys, it's time to break free. It's time to actually start looking for something that's going to free up your time, because isn't this why most of us are doing this business? We're doing this style of business so we can have freedom, so we don't have to worry about getting in the car and going and doing a party. I don't have to worry about being at my laptop at a certain time of the day. So my post yesterday was about success leaves clues. Back in the day when I was looking for that business that I could do from home, yeah, sure, absolutely, I was at home. I wasn't doing like the old style, driving to this person's house and having to worry about how many people were going to show up and, leaving my children with somebody else. But I was at home, but I had a headset on. And once I realized that, I decided that there wasn't a time freedom business any longer. So that's what I'm saying. Success leaves clues. Follow the innovation. And if you're looking for something that's going to give you real time freedom, it's time to start looking around for something that's actually going to give you back to your family. Can you imagine, guys? And this is what I do. I was going to say all day, every day, but it's not. 10 minutes. Someone might message me, they jump in my inbox. And that's also what I love about what we do, is that people come to me. What do you do? I want to know about it. So it takes me literally 10 minutes to get that person sorted so they can go and look at the information. This is the kind of business that should be run if you're looking for time freedom. If you don't want time freedom, if Zoom calls are a thing, you have to worry about when presentations are, team trainings, all that kind of stuff, cool. That's what you're happy to do. But if you're looking for time freedom, it's time. And sorry, my husband just called and cut me off. It's time to start looking for innovation. It's time to start looking around, because there's a brand new business wave that's making its way on the internet. And guys, you really need to get involved in this. Cheers.